National Democrats zero in on Western North Carolina, putting new attention and money behind one congressional race that's been solidly Republican for more than a decade.
The Democratic Congressional Campaign Committee is backing Jamie Ager in North Carolina's 11th district, adding him to its highly competitive Red to Blue program.
News 13's Elijah Skipper is here with us to break down what that means and why both parties are now watching this seat closely. Elijah?
Yeah, this is a big moment for NC11. The Democratic Congressional Campaign Committee is essentially the Democrat Party's campaign quarterback for U.S. House races, deciding where national money and staff goes. Now they're putting Western North Carolina on that list.
It almost sends like a bat signal out to Democratic donors throughout the country.
That influence is now aimed squarely at Western North Carolina.
Even if they can't translate this to a win in the 11th, we'll translate it to higher Democratic turnout in the 11th, and it might even help some sort of down ballot Democrats who might be facing some tougher races.
NC11 hasn't elected a Democrat since Heath Shuler in 2010. Since then, the district has been represented by Republicans.
And the trend nationally and the trend in North Carolina was to move farther right, to move farther towards the Republican Party over the last two cycles. Henderson County, Buncombe County, Transylvania County, they've done the opposite. They're all at NC11.
Those shifts are part of why Democrats believe this seat is suddenly competitive.
So it's been pretty frustrating from so many folks I hear all over, and affordability issues from housing to health care to utility costs and everything else is really hurting families.
The DCCC calling Ager a top-tier candidate, praising his response to Helene and highlighting his background.
And Jamie has been such a staple of the Western North Carolina community, both with his farm, Hickory Nut Gap Farm, but then also his efforts on the ground during Hurricane Helene, opening up the farm to families in the community.
But not everyone in the Democratic Party is thrilled. Dr. Richard Hudspeth, who raised the second most money in the field, says the National Party is stepping into a race that isn't over.
What we'll likely see is more of the billionaire donors that he's already received money from throw more money into Western North Carolina. And they would rather, these interests in Washington would rather protect the status quo than confront the real challenges that families are facing.
And regardless of who wins the Democratic primary, candidates say the added investment means more engagement, more turnout, and more focus on issues that matter here at home.
They've recognized this is a very flippable seat, and it's flippable again because of the message that is resonating across Western North Carolina.
To put your name in the hat to try to run for office takes a lot of courage. And so I admire everybody, and I do think this is an exciting development for Western North Carolina.
Early voting runs through Friday with the Democratic primary set for March 3rd. Whoever wins will face whoever comes out of the Republican primary in November in what's shaping up to be one of the most closely watched races Western North Carolina has seen in years.